Most people think investing in rental property is complicated, too expensive, too risky, too much to figure out. And then they find Metro Detroit and everything changes. Because here is the truth. Metro Detroit is one of the best rental markets in the entire country right now. Low entry prices, strong rents, real cash flow. But only if you understand real numbers. My name is Hassan Khan. I'm a real estate agent with eXp Realty. I help busy professionals to buy a home, to invest in Michigan smart way. In this video, I'm going to break down the real cost of investing in Metro Detroit rental property. Every number, every expense, everything you need to know. Let's get into it. Let us start with the purchase price because this is where Metro Detroit really stands out. In the Detroit city limits, you can find solid rental homes starting around $80,000 to $100,000. In working class suburbs like Warren, Roseville, and East Point, you are looking at $150,000 to $200,000 for a good 3-bedroom brick house. Move up to Sterling Heights or Troy, rental homes are going to be run you $250,000 to $400,000. Higher price, but also higher rents and more stable tenants. Here is a big picture. The spread across this market is actually your real opportunity. You can still buy a cash flowing rental in a solid Metro Detroit suburb for under $200,000. That is simply not possible in most major markets around the country right now. Okay, let us talk about what you need to actually buy the property. For an investment property, lenders typically require 20 to 25% down payment. On a $200,000 rental, that means you need $40,000 to $50,000 in cash upfront. Current investment property loan rates are running around 7.5 to 8% in Michigan right now. On a $160,000 loan at 7.5%, your principal and interest payment is going to be around $1,100 to $1,200. Now, here is what a lot of investors miss. That monthly loan payment is not your only expense, not even close. So let us go through the rest right now. The expense nobody talks about. The real cost tag every investor must know. This is the section most real estate videos skip, and it is the most important one. So let us go line by line on what a rental property actually costs you every single month in Metro Detroit. First, property taxes. That is number one thing that catches new investor off guard in Michigan. When you buy an investment property over here, the taxable value resets at sale. Non-homestead mileage rates apply, and your effective tax rate can run between 3 to 4% of the purchase price every single year. On a $200,000 property, that is $6,000 to $8,000 a year, or $500 to $600 every month. Second, landlord insurance. Budget around $100 to $150 a month. Third, property management. If you hire a property manager, expect to pay 8 to 12% of your monthly rent. On $1,700 rent, that is $170 to $200 a month. Fourth, maintenance and repairs. Plan for 1% of the home value per year. On a $200,000 home, that is $2,000 a year. Add it all up. Mortgage, taxes, insurance, management, maintenance. If you're looking at a roughly $1,800 to $2,200 a month in total expense. Now, let us talk income because this is where Metro Detroit really delivers. Average rents across Metro Detroit suburbs for a 3-bedroom single-family home are running between $1,500 to $2,200 a month right now. In the working-class suburbs, Warren, East Point, Roseville, you are collecting around $1,500 to $1,700 a month. In Sterling Heights, the rental market is actually the fastest growing in the entire Detroit metro area, with an 8.2% annual rent growth rate. 3-bedroom homes there are renting for $1,700 to $2,200 a month. Troy has the highest rents in Metro Detroit at an average of $1,800 a month. The 1% rule in real estate says you want your monthly rent to be at least 1% of the purchase price. On a $200,000 home, that means you want $2,000 a month in rent. That is very achievable in the right Metro Detroit suburb. Okay, let us put the real numbers together. $100,000 rental in a solid Metro Detroit suburb, monthly rent is $1,400 a month. Monthly expense, mortgage, taxes, insurance, management, maintenance coming around $900. That is roughly $400 to $500 on a $100,000 home at today's interest rate. Here is what Metro Detroit makes special. 1. Your tenant is paying down your mortgage every month. 2. Home values in Metro Detroit suburbs are up 3 to 4% every year. 3. Rents in this market keep growing. Your rent goes up while your mortgage payment stays the same. That is when the cash flow really starts. And that is the smart way to invest in Metro Detroit real estate. So here is the bottom line. Metro Detroit rental property in 2026 is not a get-rich-quick play, but it is one of the smartest long-term wealth-building moves you can make right now. Low entry price, strong and growing rents, a market where your tenant builds your equity every single month. You just have to go in with the right numbers and the right agent in your corner. I am Hassan Khan with the eXp Realty. I help busy professionals find and lock their first Detroit rental in 30 days or less. No guesswork, no confusion, just a clear path to your first check. If you want to run the numbers on a specific area or property type, reach out to me directly. The link is right below this video. I personally get back to every single message. Hit that like button and subscribe for more honest Michigan real estate content every week. I will see you in the next one.